Hello, human and intergalactic beings, wherever you are. Hand me that bass.
NANI?
This is not a bass.
お前はもう死んでいる。
This is a bass. Listen to me jam. Yeah, that's right. I can play the bass. And you, Davie504, you've just been challenged. This is David JP Phillips, and I am back with you today to give you an analysis and insight into what has made Davie504 this amazing Italian legend of a YouTuber, so well known with almost 9 million subscribers. Well, I have the answer to you. I believe there are 3 particular ingredients that has made him into who he is today. And I'd like to also respond to this particular comment, which I've had all over and again. Hey, David JP Phillips, ha ha ha, do Davie504 because your logic does not apply to him. Well, I'll show you just why my logic applies to him as well, because this man is a genius of a public speaker. Now, as always, when we do these analyses, we do a throwback into the past. This is 9 years ago. This is where David began one of his absolute first videos. Slap that funkin' bass. So this is where he began, and then I had a look at his videos. I went through year after year after year, and what I found absolutely fascinating was that the Davie504 that I know, that I've seen the last year, didn't begin until like the last 2 years. It seems like somewhere his confidence just blew up and he became his true self. At least that's what it looks like, because it seems like he's enjoying himself so much in these previous videos. There are 3 reasons that makes Davie504 the awesome person he is and the awesome YouTuber he is. And this is the first reason. Check out this video. Freaking genius.
Hey guys, what's up? I know that I usually don't share facts about my life with you, but this time I feel like I need to tell you what happened to me in these last days. It's not easy. But I need to tell you, I need to get it off my chest. So, here's what happened. Nothing. Nothing happened, and I'm just bored as
How freaking genius is that? This is one of the key ingredients that he uses in his videos more than any other YouTuber that I have ever seen, and that is something beautiful, a neurochemical called dopamine. And dopamine is a neurochemical you have in your brain which builds anticipation for something. So when you've purchased a new mobile phone, or you're waiting for a particular date, you're looking forward to maybe your birthday or a journey, that build-up of anticipation where you feel like you can't think about anything else. You're like, I want it, I need it, I want it, I need it, I want it, I need it. You can't think about anything else. That's dopamine for you. That's exactly what he builds up here. You go like, yes, 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 yes. And he just builds up dopamine for 45 seconds. And when you look at his videos, he is so good at that. I would say that if you want to become a big YouTuber, building dopamine like that is absolute key. It's one of the absolute most important parts of YouTubing today, is to build dopamine. Otherwise, people will stop watching your video as you go along. And that is key number 1. The second reason is his creativity. Now have a look at this video. What on earth? And this one? How can you do that with bass? And this one, and this one, and this one? It's like, when you look at the videos that he's produced, how could you even come up? Oh, it's insane, you know? Okay, so he begins as a bass player and he's evolved into this creature on YouTube using every possible idea and skill, and it's so creative, it blows my mind. If I want creative inspiration, I go to this guy. So that's reason number 2. Let's move on to his latest video and have a look at all these reasons, but also the third reason.
It's Big Snoop D-O double G, man. I need you to play me something, man.
What? That's a hook. And the hook is about dopamine. So now we're like, that was Snoop Dogg! That was Snoop Dogg! What did Snoop Dogg say? Have a look at how many of the skills that he actually uses.
It's talented and epic slappers like you post beautiful memes every day. So let's just slap into it. But first, watch.
He uses subtle facial changes and subtle head movements. In this particular case, he uses gestures.
New hair, new studio, new epic merch. Link in
He
description.
uses a functional gesture.
Violin, big violin, giant violin. Stop talking about violin.
You see the subtle volume changes as well. You've got to understand that with public speaking, you have a bass pace, you have a bass volume, you have a bass emphasis. And when you go up from that and go down from that, that creates variations. And if you just create small variations up and small variations down and small variations up and down and up and down and up and down, small variations will make a big impression if you just stick to the small ones. Now you have some YouTubers who go like, Gabaz! Cigars! Cigars! For instance, like Jacksepticeye. As long as you stick to the bass pace, bass volume, bass emphasis, and you alleviate yourself just a little bit from that, that's enough to gain and grab our attention. It's not like watching Jacksepticeye, because every time he screams, we go like, yes, what's that? Yes, what's that? Yes, what's that?
Made a fan art. Looks epic, but no blonde hair. OMG.
That would again be one of the 110 skills that we use, i.e. a sound where we go, whoo, which is part of a public speaker as well.
So many emotional faces here.
I love this screen capture of him. He is the master of facial expressions because he's got this base level of facial expression which is so subtle. So as soon as he does something, it is so different from everything else that we react to it immediately.
And if you are a real slapper, leave a comment and you will win 1 billion USD.
1 billion USDs. That's the third element that has made him as big as he is, and that is his humor. So he's using irony all over the place. Why does that work with us? Because, you know, that's the beautiful thing. I love that. Irony is the perfect humor for him because it builds dopamine. Because he doesn't show that he's laughing. He doesn't show emotion. We can feel that he's doing it under the surface. And it's like, it's teasing us. It's tempting us. We want to feel the feeling that he's feeling. So we kind of copy it even if he's not showing it because it's so subtle. It's like a beautiful strategy. It's like a beautiful play of chess. This man is a genius. And why I love that so much is because I'm obviously half British. And whenever I watch Davie504, I go back to like Mr. Bean, Monty Python, Fawlty Towers, and all those legendary TV shows from England.
Rumi and Davie, our wedding video.
You see that? Functional gesture and sound. Subtle again.
Me and Rumi got married. Check this out.
Perfect pair.
Drawing Davie's catchphrases. OMG. Approved.
Functional gesture again.
Real personality reveal at 9 million subs.
Won't we all been waiting for that? Who are you really, Davie? The trick with Davie is this. He uses as much skills as any other public speaker. He uses them so rarely and so subtly. You don't really notice them in the same way, but they're all over the place. He is so skilled and even kind of more skilled than a person who uses these skills too much. He hides behind them in that ironic mask, giving us that humor, giving us that dopamine, building our anticipation. Love watching what he's doing. All right, let's fast forward to what he showed us in the beginning, the hook.
Keep slapping that bass, man. Please, make something for me. With that Bootzilla bass. Give me some of that Bootsy or either that Johnny Guitar Watson. Give me some of that. You know what I'm talking about?
OMG. Snoop Dogg is a slapper.
You know, if Snoop Dogg did that to you, you would be all over the place emotionally. And you know he is as well. But by hiding it, he builds anticipation, he builds dopamine, and we feel that we want to act his emotions, we want to feel his emotions, so we kind of create them for him, and that gives us pleasure.
Bootsy Collins is the godfather of funk bass. Looks like Snoop Dogg really knows what he's talking about when it's about bass. Alright, Snoop Dogg, I'm gonna play bass just for you. Check this out.
Volume changes, good emphasis, functional gestures. At the end of the day, my logic applies to Davie as much as any other public speaker, in a way even more, because it's so beautifully, subtly packaged in what he's saying. To summarize why Davie504 has become the epic YouTuber he has, number one, always and constantly building our dopamine and anticipation for everything that he's saying. And he's doing it, number one, by what he says, and number two, by his facial expressions and irony, wanting hoping and expecting us to feel something, expecting him to feel something so that we can feel it, but we feel it anyway because of the expectation that we see in him. It's just genius. And then number 3, the creativity of his videos. It's just mind-blowing. Now let's have a look at the end of his video where he just launches into about 30 different skills using brilliant editing techniques.
Who paid that? Not me. I want to make it clear again.
That was a slow pace,
It's no
increased pace,
$50 to say this, so I could make a video where
increased volume,
me to
emphasis.
trust me. Anyway, such an incredible episode of Zdaya. You got some epic bass, some sweet memes. It can't get any better.
Head movements,
Epic. I hope you enjoyed this first episode of Zdaya.
so much irony,
I want you to post more memes.
functional gesture,
Now, remember to slap like
functional gesture,
and leave a comment, and I
sound.
see you in the next video.
Now thank you for this time. Snap that subscribe button and I will see you next time. I look forward to it because I love you. Goodbye. Listen to me jam.